everybody, ladies and gentlemen. I hate to start you off this way, but apparently Frida has released a limited edition breast milk ice cream. Never even heard of Frida in my life. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Trump threatens federal control of D.C. after attack. What does that even mean? Quit! Oh my god, stop. Leave my headset alone. Alone. Stop. There's literally no reason why you should even be remotely close to it. Stop. You have all these toys. They're... Are you fucking serious? Nice, bro. Nice. Quit. And that was a bad intro. I just learned that Delilah has been fucking chewing on my goddamn fucking Roranora. What the fuck do you mean by USB not recognized? What the fuck? I don't have no USB in here. Anyway, whatever. Look at this. My Zorro, I don't know if you could tell. I mean, you can see it. They're fucking bent. They're literally fucking chewed and bent, bro. That pisses me off. For real, for real. Baby, what are you getting under me for? Damn, bro. I'm just trying to put my shit back here because, you know, can't have shit, I guess. Alright, anyway. Fucking, I digress. Alright, whatever. Let's see. I wanted to do some more tier lists. Tier lists are fun, I think. Tier lists. Tier lists are fun. I like them. I'm not making my own damn tier list. Why is Smashy Road a sports template? What? I want to do one that's been on my mind is a chip tier list. That's what I want to make. Chip tier lists. Best MCs? I wonder how many MCs are there? Dude, there's so many. Holy shit, man. I wouldn't mind doing these low key. Look at them though. There's so many. And why? Literally so fucking many. Why do you need Skip? Fuck, why, bro? Why fuck him? Fuck Ash. He ain't nothing cool. Baddest badgie. What the baddest baddies? Male actors? Why does it say modern music artists and it has fucking... Who is that? Is that Beethoven? Oh! What? No, whatever. This is crazy. How many? You don't even have... Why do you don't have to make a list of everybody. I don't even know who these people are. Henry Cavill. Brad Pitt. Oh my God, Adam Driver. Is that what's his name? Ben Affleck, Affleck, however you want to say it. Channing Tatum. Is that Christian Bale? I can't really tell. That was unintentional. Donald Glover. George Clooney. That guy that played on... Well, that's like Jeffrey Dahmer guy, the actor. Jesse... What's his name? Jesse what? Well, Jesse... I know his first name. That counts. Steve from Stranger Things. My good friend, Jim Halpert. The guy that plays Negan. Is that Johnny Depp? that looks like Johnny Depp in a way, but then again, it doesn't. Jason Momoa, that guy, what the fuck is his name? The fucking guy. Oh, wait, there's Idris Elba. Oh, shit. Wait. What the fuck? Why do they have Hugh Jackman twice? Is that not Hugh Jackman twice? Or am I tripping balls? And there's the guy from Crazy Rich Asians. I don't know his actual name, but I know I don't know him, but I've seen a movie from him. Daniel Craig, the guy from Get Out. I am terrible with names, by the way. Is that James Franco? Who are these people? Leonardo DiCaprio. I think that's Zac Efron, if I'm not mistaken. Mark Wahlberg. Michael B. Jordan. Is that Pedro Pascal? Will Smith, of course. Tom Holland. Scott Eastwood. No, that's Zac Efron. Who the fuck is this then? See, I would do so shit because I don't know any of these guys. I don't know anybody. Fucking, what's his name? God damn it. See, I'm bad with names. Bradley Cooper. See, I suck. Is that Ashton Kutcher? Fuck Ashton Kutcher. Ashton Kutcher's a fucking loser. This ain't really good. What do you mean? Bro's doing tier lists? Yeah, tier lists are fun. Why not? Plus, I don't really feel like playing a video games, and I kind of started late, so. Ooh, Cartoon Network programming, and it gives me all of them that ever fucking existed. Like, I don't have time to sit NBA GOATs. This is 30 people. Whoa. Okay. I'll do this quick one. I need to find I want to do chips. I want to do food. All right. We'll do NBA GOATs. Dwayne Wade starting off. Mr. Braxton loves basketball too. Real ones know about the what was it? Was it 37 or 47.5 degree angle? I don't remember. Something like that. I'm gonna put this is based off my opinion and my opinion entirely. I don't know why we're putting. Anyway, we're putting Dwayne Wade tier 4. Hot take. I don't really care for Dwayne Wade that much. I respect his game. I respect it. 37.5. 37.5. See. Anyway, I really was a big Dwayne Wade fan. I respect his game. Not really a big Dwayne Wade fan. I don't know. He's just never really. I don't know. He's just never been one to catch my eye. Shaq, we're putting in GOAT. Wait, are we basing this off of purely basketball Shaq? Or like basketball and then after career? I guess we'd have to go basketball. Okay. Like just off their what? Off their that wouldn't even make sense because we got tier 1, tier 2 or a GOAT, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5. That wouldn't even make sense. We're going to go off of disclaimer. We're going off of basketball career and after or during, like out of basketball, like personality too. But Shaq is going in GOAT. Inside the NBA, that is probably one of the greatest sports programming crews in history. So, gotta love Shaq, and he's also he's a good guy too. Like I don't ever see. Well, I'm not trying to hate on Dwayne Wade, but every time, like I won't say every time, but sometimes I'll go on social media and it's like Shaq doing something for like the needy or just being a genuine guy. So like Shaq's got to go and go. Like even if you hate him as a basketball player, you can't hate him as a person. So anyway, and he's funny. Like I mean, the guy's funny. Wilt Chamberlain. I don't care for Wilt Chamberlain. I don't. I don't care. Shaq constantly trying to crack Angel Reese. He may be, but I mean that's the own guy. That's his own terms. I mean he can do whatever he want. Personally, I wouldn't. But anyway, Wilt, is the 100-point game real? Probably. Maybe. I don't think they'd lie. Honestly, I don't think they'd lie about it. Quit buying stuff. God, you have so many toys and you go after the wrong things all the time. Anyway. Also, wasn't born in the 60s or 50s or 40s or whatever. However, I wasn't old enough to watch him play. What do you mean crazy? Okay, well, where would you put Wilt? Where would you put Wilt? I'm going off of basketball career, outside of career. You're going to put the 100-point game score at tier 5, tier 1 at least. I'll put him at tier 3. Is that better? And there is no tier 1. It's tier 2. Let's go. Tier 1, it's only supposed to be basketball career. Okay, then we're putting Shaq at GOAT. We'll put Wilt at tier 2 then. It's only supposed NBA GOATs tier list. Yeah, but that would just mean like everybody would have the same tier list. I was trying to deviate from having the same tier list as everyone else. If I go on that path, we all know everybody, of course, like Wilt's going to be tier 2. He's not the GOAT. I don't even think he's in the top 10 all time. Dwayne Wade, tier 4. Like, this is, if everybody goes on the same path, it's just going to be the same, almost identical every time. That's why I'm trying to deviate and go off of, like, something else, some other factors. Try to keep it interesting. But, I mean, if you want to just go off of basketball careers, then I guess we can do that. And then I'm going to put Wilt at tier 3 then, because there's no way that him and Hakeem are on the same level. Well, you know what? I could probably put them two on the same level. I feel like Hakeem doesn't get enough respect as a center. I feel like Wilt, just in the era he played, that's why he's kind of overhyped. I wouldn't even say overhyped. That's his image because he played in that era. Like, his image would probably be different if he played, like, in probably even, like, the 90s. You know what I mean? Did you leave? If you left, I'm going to go on my own way, and then you ain't even going to worry about it. You got 3 seconds to type in chat. I'll wait for the delay. So I'll start in 5 seconds. Do your thing. All right, then we're putting Wilt. You know what though? Wilt he kind of piped a lot of girls too though. Is that respect or not? I think he piped like 10,000 girls allegedly, maybe it was 20,000. I'm getting him and Magic mixed up. Him and Magic, they got around allegedly. Like, I mean, none of it's like, well, I think there was like a point like he was like doing the deed. Like, I want to say it was like either 1 or 2.5 times a day. Is crazy. Like, on average. I don't know where that stat is from. I remember the video I watched. It was I don't want to. You don't want to. Nobody does. Well, I guess except Wilt and Magic. That's how Magic got AIDS. This is allegedly. Like, I'm not sure. I don't even know. Anyway, we're getting off topic. We'll leave it like this. Actually, do I? No, there's no way. I'm keeping him at tier 5. I don't care what you say. I don't care. I'll put Hakeem at tier 3. I'm not going off the careers. I'm going off of 3 factors. I will reiterate. Basketball career, their personality off the court, and how much I like them. That's it. That's it. That is as objective as I can get. All right. So Hakeem there, Allen tier 2. I love Allen Iverson. He's got a couple memes. You can't deny the handles. The only bad thing is that he's like broke. Well, maybe he made a come up, but he's like broke. So he seems like a genuine guy, kinda. I don't really. They was straight abusing him on the court. Not really, though. Not really. Like, he kind of reinvented the handles part of basketball. So I got to give him props for that. Like, name me somebody before Allen Iverson that was handling the ball the way Allen Iverson did. I don't think you can. The closest one that you can think of is maybe Michael Jordan. But even then, like, he wasn't really doing anything flashy. He was kind of keeping it basic. Like, Michael Jordan invented the, like, behind the back. Like, we know that. But in terms of flashiness, like, you gotta give the man props. Like, he kick-started that. Like, Hakeem had his sky hook. Dwayne Wade, he didn't really have anything, and Wilt had his dominance. Also, I like this picture of Shaq. Like, they could have used any other picture, but they used this picture, especially in Celtics gear. It's crazy. Whatever. You're not saying anything, so. Also, Bill, I'm put Bill 4. And I know you're gonna say something. It's gonna be, oh my God, he had 11 rings. Yeah, but it was the era he played. You know what? Okay, I'll give him some more respect. I'll put him on tier 3. You know, I don't really know him much off the court, but I just know he had 11 rings. He has the most NBA championships out of anybody. I mean, yeah, out of anybody that ever played in the league. But you got to take into account, one, there wasn't that many teams back in the day. And two, the era he played. He was like the tallest man in the whole NBA standing at 6'9". You see people in the NBA all the time that are over 6'9", and they probably play way better than he would. Now, if he was born in this day and age and he played in the NBA, would he have got those 11 rings? Would he have got those 11 rings? No. Definitely not. Definitely not. It was just the era. But I can respect that he was dominant in his era. I can respect that. But I'm not putting him on Allen Iverson's level, or definitely not Shaq's level. Definitely not. Is this Bob Pettit? I gotta make sure this is Bob Pettit first before I even rank. Is this Bob Pettit? I'm like 100. Yep, this is Bob Pettit. Honestly, know nothing about Bob Pettit except he played like hella long ago. That is the only reason why I know Bob Pettit. Actually, I used to watch a lot of basketball videos. Mike Korzemba. Mike Korzemba. The Flight Mike I started watching like I think in COVID. LNU was in there, but I don't think he really. Oh, and Jimmy High Roller. How could I forget about Jimmy High Roller? Love Jimmy High Roller. Jimmy and Mike Korzemba are just great basketball YouTubers. I'm gonna put him at tier 5 because I have no knowledge on him whatsoever. Hold on a second. Give me a They were straight abusing him on the court. Stop! Stop! Let go! Quit! Go play. Oh my god, it's like having a daughter. Really. Alright, who is this? This isn't Bob Cousy. Wait, is this Bob Cousy? No, this is John Havlicek. Again. Let me make sure. John Havlicek. Yep, that was John Havlicek. What are you doing? Get away from the door. Again, don't really know much about him as a player. I think he's in the NBA. I believe Bob. I know all these players are top 75, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken. But I don't know. I should honestly put this like I should put these like don't really know, but then that wouldn't do it justice, right? Anyway, whatever. Charles Barkley, putting that tier 4. Don't really care about him as an NBA player, but off the court, inside the NBA, he's very funny. And you can't deny that. But since I really can't say anything with him as a player, I don't really like him as a player, but I like him enough to put him over tier 5. Off the court. Clyde Drexler. Again, another one that I don't really know. Like, I know who he is. I know he played for the Trailblazers. Like, I know all the basic stuff. I know he played shooting guard. Clyde the Glide Drexler. Know that. Like, I know of him, but I don't know his achievements. Put him at tier 4. Tier 5. Dr. J. I'm going to put him at tier 4 too. Just because I think I've seen some of his highlights, of course, like the one where he's like reaching around like, whoo, yeah, dunk it in. Pretty cool guy. Love the fro. You know, just love the aura that he exudes. Also, I love those jerseys, like the OG Nets jerseys. Pretty cool. Also, I don't really know a lot more. I know more about Dr. J than I think these guys, except for Wilt. I just don't really care for Wilt as like a player or a person. Like I didn't really touch upon it, but Wilt was kind of a piece of shit guy too, believe it or not. Allegedly. Hey! Get away from the door. They like to get under the door and they like to mess up the carpet for some. Hey! Delilah, quit. What is your issue? What is your issue? Do y'all see how many toys are laying down? But she wants to go to the door and chew on the carpet. I don't get it. Anyway, ow, why'd you bite me? But I don't know if there's if y'all have heard this story or not, but I'm gonna repeat it. It's a kind of a famous story about Wilt. There was one time he was in an elevator with a gentleman, and the gentleman noticed he was very tall because I think he stood at like 7'1", 7'2". Like, he's a very tall guy. And the gentleman made a remark. This is all alleged, by the way. Delilah, stop. Get away from the door. Get away from the door. Get away from the door. Come on. Go play. Jeez Louise. Stop. All right, anyway, the gentleman said, stop biting on everything. I'm going to put you in the cage. Stop. I'm going to crash out. Anyway, um, anyway, the gentleman said, "How's the weather up there?" Will spit on the guy, and he says something along the lines of, "It's rainy, I believe. Something like it's cloudy, it's rainy, something like that." So he's not really a good guy. A piece of shit. David Robinson, the Admiral, tier 2. I love David Robinson. I think he's one of the most underrated basketball players out there. He's just so talented. Not Delilah. Oh my god. I'm kicking you out. You're going out there. I don't care. Come on. Come on. Go. 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 All right. Oh, I just could not handle her no more. She would just not stop. All right. Anyway. Hold on. God dang it. God damn it. God damn it. All right. I hate leaving her out there. Well, she's with the cats, but I mean, man, she will not stop chewing on things. And I got cords and all kinds of stuff in here. All right, but anyway, very underrated. Like, he served in the Army and then literally, or I say the Army, the Navy, then literally went into the NBA. Like, how do you do that? Like, that is crazy. He's a pretty good player. Pretty good. Is that George? What is this? George Mikan? No, it's George something. What's his name? What's his name? George what? It's not George Mikan. George Mikan's like a tall guy. Yeah, George Mikan. He's old. George who? What's his name? George Bush? Close enough. This guy. Number 44 for San Antonio. George what? Oh my god. What's his name? What is his name? George what? Oh my god. Diogo. What was it? Charlie Brown Jr. Derek Coleman. What was his name? What was his name? What was his name? What was his name? George Gervin. Yeah, there we go. George Gervin. Jeez Louise. Don't really know about him. Kevin Garnett. Put him at tier 3. Tier 3. Yeah, tier 3. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go tier 2. Premier Shit Talker can back it up too. I remember playing NBA Live. I think it was NBA Live 2005. Every time, for some reason, I like playing with the Timberwolves. And the announcer, every time I'd go up for a dunk, it'd be like, Kevin Garnett. Yeah, I remember that. Professional shit talker. Everybody loves a shit talker who can back it up. Everybody loves it. I love it personally. Off the court though, I don't really know. I know he's like an announcer sometimes, I think. Or not an announcer, but a broadcaster, I think. Um I don't really know. I don't really too much about him. Steph, you can't even play 2K. I don't want to play 2K25. I'm not buying that shit. I'm not buying another 2K, another Madden. I've never bought I've never bought a FIFA game. Well, actually, I lie. I bought FIFA 13. I think it was FIFA 13. But I'm not buying no more fucking 2. It's like 5. I don't give a fuck if it's free. I'm not playing it. It's the same game over and over and over again. I'm not playing it. It's shit. Anyway. Steph Curry. I used to hate Steph Curry. I'm not lame. You're lame. I used to absolutely abhor Steph Curry. Do you know why? Because I was a Thunder fan. And, oh, I remember the day Kevin Durant left OKC to go to Golden State. The biggest bitch move, and nobody will ever let him live that down, because he was a straight bitch for that. And I'm a Westbrook fan forever. Westbrook is who got me into basketball. Jeez Louise, that shit crazy. Anyway, Westbrook, yeah, shut up. You don't even have a favorite basketball player. It's probably like Dale Ellis or fucking Ed Davis, Ant-Man. Recency biased, I guess. Anyway, but in later years, or I should say the past like 4 years, I've kind of lightened up to Steph, and I've come to appreciate who he is. And he's kind of good. I don't want to say kind of. He's really good at golf too, and he seems like a good guy. I'm gonna put him at tier 2. I'm not gonna put him in GOAT, because he did like fuck the Thunder over back then. I mean, I guess the Thunder are fine now, but I'm not really a fan of the Thunder now. I don't know. That's kind of bad to say. But I'm not really a fan of the Thunder now. I'm not really a fan of nobody. I just like basketball. I don't really watch basketball anymore. But I just can't forgive him for that. Just can't. And I am glad LeBron beat him in 2018. Or not 2018. Fucking 2015, 2016. I'm glad they fucking won that shit. Anyway. Luau Sindor. I bet most people don't even know his name is that. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Skyhook Kareem was on, I think he was on Snakes on a Plane or some shit, some ish. I don't know. I'll put him at tier 3. Respect the game. All-time leading point scorer. Had many records, actually, that LeBron beat. We'll get to that, though. Don't really know him off the court, though. Yeah. I don't really know a lot of these people off the court, actually. I don't really follow them that much. But he goes tier 3. You know what? Can I really put him under David Robinson, though? As much as I love David Robinson, can I actually put him under David Robinson? As much as I love David Robinson, I have to have more respect for Kareem. As much as I love David Robinson, I have to put Kareem over David Robinson. That kind of hurts, for real. That kind of hurts. David Robinson back in the day too was like kind of a cheat code in 2K. Low key, kind of a sleeper. And anytime his card came out, I'd want it. But I mean, actually, all these guys were kind of cheat codes, except for like I guess Bob Pettit and John Havlicek. I remember 2K20. I had a nice George Gervin card. I don't remember what rarity it was though, and I fucked with that heavy. Anyway, Dirk Nowitzki or Nowitzki. Apparently, I can't remember what, but apparently there was like a conspiracy that like Dirk Nowitzki was like a part of a Russian experiment to um basically, I don't even know. I can't even remember. Basically implement Russian spies into sports. I can't remember the full details. That one's kind of a weird one too. And there was like a bunch of dates that lined up and everything, and like cities where he was born lined up. It's kind of whack. But I'm putting him. I'm putting him at tier 3 too. I can't hate on the guy. Can't hate on him. Don't have anything. Actually, I don't really know what. I'll keep him there. Can't hate on him. Took down a stacked Miami Heat team basically by himself, and Jason Terry. I guess Jason Kidd was there, I think. That's basically it. Was Sean Marion on that team? Perchance he was. I'm not sure. So, I mean, you got to give him flowers. Also, he has, like, great hair. Like this picture, he's got, like, great hair. He looks like an absolute Chad. Not really much else to say about him. I don't know what he does off the court. Other than, like, go to Dallas Maverick games, but that's about it. And he mentored Luka. But Kevin Durant going tier 5. Fuck KD to this day. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to put him at tier 2. I'm going to put him at tier 2. He's had a good career so far. I don't think he'll be on another winning team. Lately he's hopping back and forth, which is kind of weird. He's on the Rockets now. What the fuck's up with that? But I don't know why he wants to go to H-Town. They ain't been good since 2018. Kind of a letdown. Him, James Harden, and Kyrie didn't work out. That was like probably the biggest letdown of the century by far. That would imagine if they were like actually cooperative. To be fair, KD was cooperative. I have to say I was rooting for them. I think it was whenever the Bucks won, it was the 2021 NBA championships. Yeah, because I was at the beach. And when I was at the beach, the finals were going, or not the finals, the playoffs. I think they were playing. I don't remember who they were playing. The Bucks. Yes, I think they were. And his foot was too big. That was like the last time I ever rooted for Kevin Durant 4 years ago. I thought he would do good on the Suns. Fucking waste man, I guess. I thought him and Devin Booker would be a good matchup together, but I guess not. But he's had a good career. He has a couple chips. Notice how Shaq is alone right here with his big smile and Celtic uniform wearing, goatee having, bald ass. Just kidding. I love Shaq. If I ever met Shaq in real life, I'd probably thank him. Just probably give him a thanks. Karl Malone, I'm not going to say anything other than he's literally a fucking piece of shit. Needs to face jail time. Don't know how he's not on sex offenders list. Pedophile. Porn stash. Lame ass. But I don't know what else to say other than like, and people still praise him to this day, which is Absolutely mind-boggling. Don't know why we even still associate with this guy. Um, I'm not gonna regurgitate what everyone else said. Kobe at GOAT. Kobe easily at GOAT. You can't tell me Kobe's not at the GOAT. I mean, you can't tell me. Everybody loves Kobe. There's nobody in the world that says they hate Kobe Bryant. Kobe is, dude, he's just amazing. Like, I don't think anybody had a better work ethic than this man. Not even the GOAT himself, or tied for the GOAT himself, Michael Jordan. Like, nobody had a better work ethic than Kobe. Nobody had a better mentality. There's a reason why people say Mamba mentality. It's because he's Mamba mentality. You know what I mean? Like, he has so many good nicknames. Great work ethic. Great player. Great teammate. He had it like he wanted it. And it's just a tragedy that he went out the way he did. You know, it sucks. It sucks. I love Kobe. Man, I wish I would have been able to watch him when he first started in like 96. I wish. But I didn't. That's okay. But he's still GOAT. Him and Shaq, great dynamic duo. Probably, I wish they would have stayed together. They would have way more. Larry, GOAT. Nobody's a better shit talker than Larry. And nobody can back it up like Larry. I mean, that's facts. That's literally facts. I mean, him and Magic, they had one of the greatest rivalries ever. Probably to this day, probably the greatest rivalry ever. What more can I say about the man? LeBron, GOAT. Personally, he's my GOAT because I've watched him longer. Well, I didn't even watch Michael growing up because he was done retired by the time I even was like able to understand what was going on the television. LeBron's my GOAT. The man's longevity needs to be studied. What else can he even do? Like, he's just playing for the love of the game now. Like, I doubt he'll win another championship. But, I mean, it's crazy. He's had very minimal injuries throughout his years. Great father. He's a great guy from what I can tell. Picked up golfing recently. Pretty outstanding guy, I do say so myself. People like to clown on him because he's a goofy guy. He is a goofy guy, but anyway, he's a good guy, I think. I mean, he looks like he loves his kids. I mean, what more can you want from a man besides a guy? I mean, this guy loves kids. He loves his kids. So, anyway, Jerry West, the logo. Put him at 4. I don't really know a lot about Jerry West and his achievements. I just know he's the logo. Basically it. I know his name. So, anyway. Magic. Put Magic at GOAT. Like I said before, him and Bird had one of the greatest rivalries ever. If not the greatest rivalry ever. I don't think he's the greatest point guard ever anymore. I believe that belongs to Steph. The only reason why I put Steph right here is because the way he did us back in 2016. What can I say? There was numerous factors. Magic looks like a good guy now. I don't think there's anything wrong with him. Like I said before with Wilt, he kind of did the deed with a bunch of girls. So I don't know if that's worthy of respect or worthy of concern. But I think he's a nice guy now. I mean, I've seen some clips of him. I mean, seems like a jokester, a happy-go-lucky kind of guy. Anyway, Mike. I put Mike at the GOAT. I mean, do I really have to say anything about Michael? I don't think I do. Is this Bob McAdoo? That looks like Bob McAdoo. This is a crazy pull if I actually get this right. What jersey is that? I actually don't know if that's Bob McAdoo or not. It looks kind of like him. Yeah, he's 73. Buffalo? That's not a Buffalo shirt. I don't know what. I don't know who this is. Is Bob McAdoo? Does that look like Bob McAdoo? No, he's got more. He's got chaps or chops. He don't really have. But right here, he's got a goatee kind of thing. Or is that just a mustache? No, I mean, no, that's just a mustache. I don't know who the fuck that is then. I don't know. We're going to put that at tier 5 because I don't know. Scotty, tier 5. No, you know what? I'll put him at a tier 4. But can I really put him on D Wade's level? You know what? Let's put these. Let's do that. Let's do that. He's just kind of like a entitled son to Michael nowadays. Like every time he speaks, there's always hatred and malice pointed towards Michael for like no reason. And literally Michael took his fucking wife. So I mean Michael's son. Did I say Michael? I think I said Michael's son. I mean, hell, I don't know. Maybe he's mad at Michael for that. I mean, that ain't a Michael thing, but yeah. He's just kind of an asshole nowadays. And even when he did play by himself, the fucking Bulls sucked. So when Michael went and like played baseball for 2 years, so I don't nothing else to say other than he's like kind of a entitled little bitch. But all right, John Stockton. I'll put him at tier 3. I don't really know too much about him other than he has the assists, all-time leading assists, and he also played with Karl Malone. So, I mean, I doubt he really cares that much. I haven't ever heard him say anything about the situation. I don't know. That's all I got to say about that, I guess. Tim Duncan. GOAT. Gotta love Timmy D, Mr. Fundamental, Big Fundamental, whatever you want to call him. Gotta love him. Literally, Mr. Nonchalant. He won 5 championships. He's very underrated, I feel. Sometimes. I don't know. Like 5 championships. I mean, I know there's been stories where people would talk like trash to him, and then he'd come around and he hit you with like a hook shot right in your face, you know. I mean, he could basically do it all. Like, I don't think he was like a bad 3-point shooter. I mean, he was pretty like well-rounded, you know. But I don't think he shot threes that much. I mean, he was a leader. Would he have won those championships without Tony Parker or Manu? Who can say? But I like Timmy D. I've always liked Timmy D. Oscar Robertson, tier 4. See, now I just feel like you know what? He's an asshole. We'll put him on there. And then, yeah, sure. Okay. I don't really know about Oscar Robertson either. He had like the most triple doubles, and then Westbrook overtook him. All right, we're done. Was that insightful? I didn't really give a lot of knowledge. Yeah, this is my goats. Does this look right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 goats. Well, like I said, there was different factors other than just playing basketball. So, ultimate cartoon / animated series list. All right, let's find a bag of chips. Let's find a bag of chips. Chip tier list. Chip. Let's look up chip. Uh, what's BRPD Productions? What does that even mean? Chip tier list? Well, see, that's the thing. I don't know. Top chip brands? No, I'm not going off brands. I want to go off chips themselves. Oh, this one's good. Hold up, hold up. This one's good. This one's good. I fuck with this. Alright. I fuck with it. Alright, we'll start. Well, I don't know why there's so many. We just need like A, B, C. We don't even need like an S plus. Hold on. Why do you need an S plus? We just need an S. We need an S, A, B, C, D, and F. We don't need this one. Wait, no, that's F. Wait, what? We don't need E. Why do we need an E? Who did this? Alright, S. Alright, S tier. Alright, this one, we're starting off with Cape Cod Red Bag. What is the red bag? Cape Cod Red Bag. Okay. What is this? What? Why are you sending me? Why are you showing me a tote? No, I'm talking about the potato chips. Potato chips. Cape Cod potato chips. Why are you showing me totes? Are you serious right now? Sweet mesquite barbecue. Okay. Alright. This is going to come to a shocker to everybody. Never had before. Sorry. Never had the Cape Cod sweet mesquite and barbecue. But I have had the original. I'll put the original at B. Put them at B. They're pretty good. They're just like, I don't really know how to explain it. They're just really crunchy. I was gonna say just think of a Lay's chip, but like 5 times more crunchy, I guess. They're not bad. They're not bad. I don't see the sea salt and vinegar. The sea salt and vinegar are better, but anyway. It's just a very crunchy chip. So if you like crunchy chips, recommend it. Cheetos. This is going to hurt some people's feelings. I'm going to put it B as well. I used to not be the big bland Cheeto fan, like the regular one. I used to not like them, but I've kind of grown accustomed to them. But they're definitely not my first choice, but let's say you go to Walmart or Publix or wherever you shop and you get like those big boxes of like the variety packs and there's Cheetos in there. Cheetos won't be my last choice. So that's all I can really say about bland Cheetos, just regular Cheetos, straight up Cheetos. Flamin' Hot S. Dude, matter of fact, I had me 2 really small bags, like, you know, like the ones you can get for like 50 cents today. I love hot Cheetos. I have to quit eating them, though, because I'm afraid. Well, I say I have to quit eating them. I don't eat them as much because I'm afraid, like, I'm going to have bad acid reflux. I don't even have acid reflux that bad. But hot Cheetos, they just scare me sometimes because Red 40, and they are spicy, but they're like good. I don't really know how to do it justice, but somehow just adding spice is way better than these. I don't really know how it happens. It just happens. And a lot of people like hot Cheetos. Let's see. Okay, I don't see Takis on here. Hot Cheetos are way better than Takis. I said it. Takis, the purple bag specifically, are overrated as fuck. On God. Cheeto Puffs, D. I'm not a big Cheeto Puff guy. I don't know why. I just don't like Cheeto Puffs. Zerg, he's a big Cheeto Puff guy. Me, whenever I'd sleep over at his house, we'd do like sleepovers, you know, because, you know, that's what guys do. We'd always go to the dollar store, the Dollar General, and we get like monsters, or we'll get like a drink, and we'll get like some snacks. And he'd always get Flamin' Hot Cheeto Puffs, and I'd always get Flamin' Hot Cheetos. So we're like two ends of the spectrum here. He likes the Puffs, I like the Cheetos. I don't know. I don't know why that is, but I just don't like the Cheeto Puffs. I think it's more of a texture thing for me. I like the crunch. This one's kind of like a soft crunch, like an ASMR crunch. This one's like a loud, trying to wake you up. Doritos Cool Ranch, A. I like Cool Ranch. I don't really think they'd ever be my first choice, though. Like I said, it's kind of hard to compete with Flamin' Hot Cheetos for me. But if you have like a cookout or something and you have Cool Ranch, I'll get some Cool Ranch. I like Cool Ranch. Cool Ranch Doritos are cool, man. Nacho cheese, they're very basic, but they get the job done. A. They're the classic. They're your like staple summer day out on the pool with a sandwich. Like, these are your dynamic duo right here in terms of chips. Like, I mean, everybody's got them. Everybody's had them. You would be hard pressed to find somebody that never had a Dorito before. But I think that's basically impossible at this point. Oh, my nose. It just fucked up. Ooh. All right, Doritos Spicy Nacho. Also going A. It's just nacho cheese, but with a little kick to it. Well, I say a little kick, but I mean, it's pretty spicy in terms of a chip. Like, I mean, it's not the spiciest chip you'll ever have, but I mean, it's a pretty good spice. So, A will do it just fine. Doritos Spicy Sweet Chili. D. I don't like spicy sweet chili as much as other people like it. If you ask some people, they would say this is the holy grail of Doritos. I don't think so. The holy grail of Doritos, and I can say it because it's not on here, Doritos Jacked. Doritos Jacked will forever be the holy grail Dorito. You cannot tell me otherwise. It makes me want to cry that they take them away. Now, they did implement Blazing Hot Buffalo or Blazing Ranch Buffalo something. Nowhere as good as Doritos Jacked. I don't know where they lost the formula or how they lost it, but with those other ones that they had, they just brought out, it's no comparison. Doritos Jacked on top. I just don't like these at all, though. I just don't like the spicy sweet chili. Never have, never will. I'm not going to put it at F, though, because I don't think they're the worst chip in the world. I just do not prefer them at all. Like, if you're out of any of these chips so far, these would definitely be my last pick. Fritos, F. Fritos are so unapologetically terrible. It's kind of crazy because you have people that will actually say these are one of the best chips ever made, and they're not. I would go to any restaurant, any Mexican restaurant, and they could leave out 2-day-old chips, and I would pick them over Fritos. These suck so bad. They're honestly disgusting. In my house, when I get those big boxes of varieties, and these are in here, these are the last thing that I touch if I ever touch them. I don't fuck with Fritos. This is like the beefy 5-layer burrito for me. It always comes in that variety box, and it's always the one that I don't want to touch. I can't stand them. I don't know how. And also, why are they curved like that? There's been multiple times where I have eaten Fritos and like I just cut my gums on them because they're curved like that for some reason. Like I bite off like half of it, and like the part that's sticking up sticks into my gum. Like that's also like not good at all for some reason. Like I don't know why they chose that. Like just do a normal chip. Like I know Doritos aren't much better. They also can cut your gums pretty good, but I I still like Doritos better than Fritos. Kettle cooked brand. I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever had this one, but I can't imagine they're any different from Cape Cod because their Cape Cod is literally kettle cooked too. But I'm gonna just put it never had, just for the tier list sake because I can't say I've had them, which are basically probably like Cape Cod anyway. I can't imagine. But we'll just put them at never had. Baked. I low-key fuck with baked chips. It's not on here, so I can say it. I actually had a bag of baked Lay's sour cream and onion the other day, and man, were they good. I low-key fuck with baked chips. Baked chip, like, I don't actually realize, like, how good. I remember back in the day, I don't know why I keep saying back in the day. I'm not even 21 yet. I remember in school, they'd have baked chips, you know, because they were like 65% less fat. That's what it says right here. Um, and I'd always get baked chips, and I'd be like, yeah, these are okay. But nowadays, like, they're actually really good. Like, these go in A. These go in A. That's how good they are. I'm not going to put them at S because I don't think they're on the same tier as Cheetos, but you give me a bag of baked Lay's or a bag of nacho cheese Doritos, I may take the baked Lay's. Like, I just fuck with them. And it's crazy because you'd never see anybody buy these. Either one of them. Actually, any of them. You never see anybody buy them, but they're really good. They're like a sleeper pick almost. Lay's, I think this is honey barbecue. I can't really tell. I think I've had these once. I'm going to put it C. Honey barbecue's okay in the form of a chip. It's not my first pick. It's not better than mesquite barbecue, but I mean it's still okay. I don't think this is Southwest or Southwestern barbecue either, with Southwest barbecue or whatever. They're okay. They're all right. I mean, they're fine. Like I said, I think I've only had them once. I'm trying to get the taste bud. I don't know if people do it, but I try to taste it, even though it's not in my mouth. Like, I try to remember the taste of it. But I can't really remember it, but I know I've had it once. But it goes in C, just because I really don't remember it that much, but I know I've had it. Sour cream and onion. I mean, cheddar and sour cream. I mean, you can't go wrong with cheddar and sour cream. Which is weird because I don't like sour cream, but I like cheddar and sour cream. It's weird, ain't it? Classic. I'll put classic as C2. I don't know. It's just because it's bland. Just bland salt. I don't really think that's an outrageous take. Like, C is fine. I know a lot of people would get mad. Well, you put Cheeto Puffs and sweet chili under Lay's Classic. Well, I would definitely pick Lay's Classic. Well, actually, I don't know if I'd pick them over Cheetos Puffs. Can I do that? You know what? I'll do D. I'll do D. D's fine with me. I'd put them on the same tier. It's also one of those. There's so many. It's just such a plain bag of chips. Like, it's in the variety box, and then it's usually the last one, you know, because it's plain chips. Usually people want flavor in their life. They don't want just plain Jane salt. But the difference between these two is, one, this one's more crunchy, and I also feel like it tastes better. So, I don't know. Kettle cooked. Mesquite barbecue, never had. I've had mesquite barbecue, I think, but I don't think I have had. Well, not yeah, I've had those. Oh, my mind, but I haven't had this one. Which one was this one? No, that was mesquite barbecue. What is that one? I've had this bag. I haven't had this bag. Well, that's baked. That's kettle cooked. Haven't had kettle cooked. I've had baked. I don't know. Lemon, never had. Poppables. Poppables. Is this sea salt? I think this is sea salt. They're okay. I don't think I've ever had like a whole bag though. I think somebody's only given me like a couple. I'll put at B. I think this is a sea salt. I can't remember if this is a sea salt or white cheddar. Hold on. White cheddar pop up. Nope, that's the sea salt then. Okay. Never mind. I haven't had this one. I've had the cheddar, but not the sea salt. I can't imagine they're bad though. I mean, I like the cheddar ones. I mean, who doesn't like white cheddar? Sea salt or salt and vinegar. Salt and vinegar chips just slap. They just slap. I don't know why, but every time I eat a salt and vinegar chip, I want more. They make you hella thirsty, but you just want more salt and vinegar chips. It's crazy. It's like some kind of voodoo magic on you. Sour cream and onion, also A. These are like the gold standard chips. You know what I mean? They're a reason why a lot of people like these. You know, these are like probably some of the most basic, except for baked. I don't ever see anybody buy baked. But these right here, these 6, there's a reason why people buy these a lot. There's a reason. And that's just because they're like good quality. If you want like a chip, snack, whatever, they do you good. You want like a side, even for your hamburgers, like on 4th of July, like all these would do good. Like they do good. Lay's Stacks original. They're almost like baked chips, but I think they're a little less crunchy. These are more shaped like Ruffles. These are shaped more like a Pringle. So, if you like that Pringle shape, they're pretty cheap too. Like most of the time, I think they're like $2 at Walmart. I think they used to have. There was these ones that my mother used to get us in school. There was a buffalo wing one or a buffalo ranch. Those were pretty banging. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think they sell them anymore, but they were pretty banging. But they're fine. They're literally just like the baked chips, but not. I don't know how to tell you other than that. Wavy Lays, I have to put them at A2, just because you can't find another more. You can't find another chip that's good for dipping like Wavy Lays. Wavy Lays is like the perfect chip for dipping. Like none of these chips are good for dipping right here, except maybe the Stacks. The Stacks might be good. Well, other than the Fritos, but fuck Fritos. Other than the Wavy Lays, like they're good. Like I mean, you want a chip to dip, you can get Wavy Lays. I don't think much needs to be said about that. Barbecue Lays, I'm gonna put at C. I'm not a big barbecue guy. I know I put mesquite, but that's because baked is so much better than the regular ones. It's crazy, the difference. So I'm not really a barbecue guy. I'm gonna keep it at C. They're okay. They're serviceable. A lot of people would use this at a cookout too. It's just because they're the basic Lays, you know. Like everybody gets either the plain ones, sour cream and onion, or barbecue. That's it. Those are your top 3, I feel. And it's fine. Or is that Lay's? Why do they got two different Lay's? These are same barbecue. These are literally barbecue. I'm putting this at C. Why are there two different ones? They're literally the same thing, bro. Why are they so weird? I don't know, whatever. It's literally the same thing, just different package. This is your basic, this is your family size. Oh wait, no, this is less something. It don't matter. They're both going in C. Popcorners going to A. Kettle corn, oh, it's so good. Popcorners is like the most healthiest chip, I think. I think that's what they advertise it for. I could be wrong. But they are so good too. And they also have like that silent crunch that I was talking about with the puffs. Like they don't have like a good crunch. Like I say good. They don't have a loud crunch, but I don't think you have to worry about cutting your gums on these because they're soft. Almost like, or well, they're not soft. You know what I'm saying? They're not as crunchy or as hard, and I don't think it's that easy to break off a chip and cut your gums. I mean, they're pretty good though. I like kettle corn. Sea salt, never had. I never had the sea salt variant, just because. Why would I when you have kettle corn and especially white cheddar, which is going to S? White cheddar popcorners are S tier. They're better than kettle corn. I don't care what anybody says. I still like kettle corn. White cheddar is better. It rhymes. So get that through your fucking skull, okay? Pringles barbecue, D. This is going to hurt a lot of other people too. I don't know what it is about me, but lately I guess you could say my palate's changed for texture kind of things. Pringles, they don't do it for me anymore. Like, I don't know if it's because I grew up or what, but I'm not a big Pringles guy anymore. I don't know. I just don't like the Pringles barbecue, whatever. I'm gonna hurt some feelings coming up too, and I don't care. This is my opinion, so y'all just fucking deal with it, okay? Y'all fucking deal with it. Anyway, a barbecue, and it's also barbecue, so it's not really helping its case. Cheddar cheese Pringles though, I will put at B. I will put cheddar cheese Pringles at B though. I won't ever get them, but if somebody were to give them to me with like a sandwich, I'll be grateful. But I would never get them on my own accord. They're still good though. Original, I'm going to put D2. I'm just, like I said, I'm just not a big Pringles fan. And it's original. It's just salt. It's bland. I mean, better chip options here. Better chip options. Now, this is where I'm going to break some hearts. Pizza going at F. Pizza Pringles don't even taste like pizza, bro. I've been saying this for years. Pizza Pringles don't even taste like pizza. I don't taste no cheese when I taste the pizza Pringles. I know it's not actually supposed to be a pizza. I know, but like, it still doesn't even taste like pizza. And they're honestly not that good. They are way overhyped. Don't really know how they're still around. I don't know how these have outlasted something like Doritos Jacked, which is crazy. I would definitely put Doritos Jacked at S. But unfortunately, that's just the way life goes. You don't get to have stuff like that. But I'm still putting it at F because, like, I can. Pringles, sour cream, D. I don't even remember the last time I had Pringles sour cream, and I probably don't even care to try to remember. It's Pringles. Ruffles, C. It's just Ruffles. It's just another plain chip. You know what? I'm gonna put these at D too. They're not bad. Well, no, they are. They're actually better than they are better than Lay's because they got the ridges. Ruffles are better than Lay's. I will say that, like texture wise, Ruffles are better than Lay's. It's just no competition. I would actually, I don't like it. I could probably eat these, like, go to a grocery store, see them, and be like, you know what? I'm not really feeling any flavor today. Let's go with something plain and then get some Ruffles. Like, that would probably be my go to plain chip. Santitas, these are the yellow corn. I don't know if I've ever had the yellow, but I've definitely had the white. White is just B. I mean, it's your better tortilla chip than Fritos. The Fritos aren't even tortilla chips. They're like shit chips. Yeah, that's what I'll call them. Santitas, every time I make like tacos or something, I always get Santitas chips. Plus, they're cheap too. So I mean, like, can you really beat a good price? Snyder's never had. Is that like the pretzel company? I don't know. Sun Chip, Harvest Cheddar. I'm gonna put it B. They don't have garden salsa, but I would put garden salsa at S. Garden salsa is a heavy S. Heavy S. But Harvest Cheddar is good. Probably one of the better cheddar chips too. Like, they actually encapsulate the whole cheddar on their chip, and the flavor that emits off the chip is just immaculate. Like, can you expect anything less? I'm not gonna put it at A though, just because I don't think it competes with any of these. I don't think I'd go in a grocery store and get Sun Chips. Like, if I had to pick any of these chips or Sun Chips, I don't think I'd pick Sun Chips out of any of these. Out of any of these A's. Actually, I might pick. You know what? I'll put it at A because I think I would take them over the baked chips. Like, if they were all just in a line, and I was craving chips, and I went in the store, and these are the only chips in the store, I think I could squeak out the Sun Chips over the baked. Sure, I can do that. That's not a bad lineup to be in anyway. So, Sun Chips original F. I remember I want to say it was elementary or middle school, whenever we'd have sandwiches, like, I don't know if y'all ever had like sandwiches for lunch, like just like hoagies for lunch, or for field days, and then you'd have chips. Sometimes we had them for lunch, and then I remember, like, they'd have the garden salsa. And sometimes they'd have the garden salsa, sometimes they'd have that harvest cheddar. And that was all good and well, but when you saw a bag of these Sun Chips, bro, I would just absolutely be infuriated because they had two good bags of chips to pick from, and then they give us the worst one. And there's nothing more heartbreaking than that. I remember vividly. I remember. And that's probably the only main reason. Well, that is like the main reason I'm putting it at F. Well, actually, no, because it does suck. Like, I don't know if y'all have ever had Sun Chips. They kind of taste like Wheat Thins, but are they Wheat Thins? Wheat Thins, but they're not wheat. They're a regular chip. So, I don't know. They're just bland, too. Just bland, just a chip with salt. The only reason why I'm putting these over there is because these are more like a compliment than these. And these have a better texture than these. Tostitos Party Size. Now, this is a good dip chip. But I'm going to put it at B because I don't really know anybody that just eats plain tortilla chips. I don't eat just plain tortilla chips. Like, you're not dipping it in anything. You're just eating them straight out the bag as you go. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'd probably do that for like a couple. Like, if I'm cooking and I'm like kind of hungry, or cooking and I'm just ravenous for this food that I'm cooking. Like, maybe like the tacos or like or taco salad or something, you know. But other than that, I would never go to a store and just get them just to eat. They have to be dipped in some. Lemons the same way, or limon, hint of lime, same way. Although I'd probably put Hint of Lime over. These are in no order, by the way. Like, I'm not putting them in order. They're just S, A, B, C, D, F. Never had before. I'm not putting them like, oh, I actually like cheddar cheese the most on this row. I like popcorners more on this row. You know what I mean? Like, they're all the same. They're all the same. Oh, yeah, I'm getting kind of tired, man, for no reason. I kind of started streaming late. Ugh. Anyway, Oots never had. Yep. I just realized there was no dill pickle chips on here. But yeah, this is my unbiased, unapologetic chip tier list. Yep. A lot of them I didn't have. I probably have had the yellow ones before. I just don't remember it. All right, let's see. Ultimate 200 chip plus snack. Oh. So this is all, like, they don't even have the ranch Cheez-It Grooves, which is crazy. Because the Cheez-It Grooves are, like, way better than anything. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. The Blazing Buffalo. See, there they are. Doritos Jack. These are the Blazing Buffalo. They had these on lock, and then these were like shit. So, like, why would you even do that? Hot Wings are fucking good. I haven't seen those in forever. Double Crunch Hot Wings? Holy shit. That's what you call a chip right there. Those would easily go on S, but I ain't doing this. Why is there so many? Who made this? A plus, A minus, B plus, B. What are we going to? Grade school? Fuck no, dude. I ain't doing that shit at all. You're fucking crazy. How many lions could each Pokemon beat in a fight? Let's find one more tier list, and then I'm calling it a night. There's 515? Interesting. I was like, there ain't no 515 fucking characters. 500 plus franchises. Are you serious? Are you serious? Nobody wants to do that. NBA goats. NBA logos? Oh. I don't really know. Fan fiction tropes. What is fan fiction? What? I don't know what the fuck that means. I ain't trying to find out neither. What's Pixar movies? This is like OG Pixar movies too. Why do they have Elemental? Do they go in order? I think they do go in order. Yeah, it looks like they do. Well, no, because The Incredible. No, Cars 3 came after The Incredibles. Yeah, they're not in order. I don't really know. Let's see what their templates for movies and stuff is. DreamWorks movies? Let's see. I don't think I've seen a lot of these. Yeah, well, I don't know. I've seen a bunch. Spirit, I used to have, there was a Spirit, I think I had a VHS tape of Spirit, and it always used to make me cry. Or not make me cry, but it would make me sad. It was a very sad anime. I remember watching Sinbad like a long time ago, but I don't remember what it was about at all. I've seen like most of these, so I could actually do this one, but is it really one that I want to watch? I mean, that I want to do. Like, I've watched most of these. I kind of want to... Can I duplicate this? We'll spin a wheel for it. I'll find, like, 3, and then I'll, like, spin a wheel. Marvel movies. Are these like good Marvel movies or are they shit? Marvel movies. They're kind of shit, I think. No, I mean, I've seen a lot of those. Cartoons. Fuck, dude. I ain't got time for all that. The Office characters? That's a good one. Ooh. What the fuck? I don't know a lot of these people. Never mind. Godzilla films and shows? Damn, they made a lot. Is that -1? That is -1. Gorilla versus Kong. I thought they would have like had animated Disney movies. Let's see. These are Disney movies. Should I do Disney movies too? I've watched a lot of these. We used to have a lot of VHS tapes. I think that's cassette tapes, VHS tapes. I don't really know the difference, but we used to have a lot. And we'd always be watching like some kind of movie, like DreamWorks movie or Disney movie, because we had a lot of Disney movies too. Let's do it. Let's see what the video games one is. I like to do video games, but dude, I'm not trying to do like fucking. Literally, look at this shit. No, there's no point in me doing this shit. Why'd you put 2K22 on here? No, Stardew Valley characters. I don't even remember all these for real. I don't even remember them. I'm not controllers. I've played with a bunch of control. I'm fucking finishing that sentence. Tekken 8. I bought Tekken 8 and then I kind of fell out of love with it. I wish I was good at it though. Wait, is that Clive? They put Clive in Tekken 8? No way. Are you serious? Yo, I might have to start playing Tekken 8 again. Hold on. No way they put Clive in there. Kuma. No way. They don't see no damn Clive. See Claudio Serafino. Raven. I don't see no damn Clive in there. What the hell are you lying to me for? Elisa. She was actually kind of fire to use. I kind of wish I was good at it though. Devil's yet. Oh, they do got him. No way. What? Dude. I fuck with Clive. That's crazy. When did they put him in there? Damn, dude. Shit. I used to main Elisa and who else would I? No, that was actually who I would main was her. I wasn't good at it though. I like tried, man. I tried. I'm just not good at I'm not good at fighting games though, which sucks. Man, I was gonna do they have music or something? Female. What the fuck? Cartoon maybe? Do they have any cartoon ones? Ultimate Disney. I'm not doing that shit. Gravity Falls. Nah. I don't know. Which one do we want to do? Disney or DreamWorks? Because apparently, what about another NBA? NBA fan bases. Oh, NBA. See, but nobody cares about that though. You know what I mean? Nobody cares. What's the category? Hollywood. Let's do it. Let's see if we can find an anime. Best main characters. Who? Could I do this? Is this 100? 100 people? Yeah, but there's a lot that I don't know. Like, who the fuck is this? There's a lot. Oh, there's Guts. Gintama or Gintoki. That guy from fucking whatever his name, fucking Mirai Nikki. There's like a lot of good ones, and then there's like a lot of bad ones. You know what I'm saying? Like Ken Kaneki, Ichigo, you know, Lelouch. Like I would love to do those. It's just like a lot that I don't know. You know what I mean? Anime protagonist, top anime of all time, and then it's like this fucking shit. I would love to do anime season 1 anime characters. Nah, Junpei, Demon Slayer ranking. Holy shit! Why do I have to rank that? Find it yourself. 1,000? Why do you do that? Which one did I do? Did I do this? I did this one. I did this one. Anime and manga. Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? They're putting. Oh my god, I don't even know what to say anymore. Anime main characters: Anya, Bochi, Boruto. Now this looks like something I could do. Because a lot of these I've watched. You know what? I could probably do this one. There's a lot of them I've watched. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. This is just popular though. Alphabetical, recent. Anime ranking. Wow, I've seen like 1, 2, 3. Oh, nope, I haven't seen Orange. I lied. Alright, give me a good one. Give me a good one. Good one. Good one. Wow, 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 wow. I like this. Is that Lancer? I think that's Lancer. Can I do this? Like, I don't want to. I don't want to be like that guy, though. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is that? Endings anime tier list official? Who is this? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Let's see. Bunny Girl Senpai, Call of the Night, Chainsaw Man, Charlotte, Dan to Dan, that's Cyberpunk, Darling in the Franxx, Dragon Ball Super, I think, Death Note, Demon Slayer, Devil May Cry Erased, Evangelion, Fate, Fire Force, Free Ren, Gachiakuda, My Pseudo Harem, Gleipnir, something, that's Hell's Paradise, Horimiya, I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. Is that solo leveling? That is not solo leveling, okay. Thing. I see like a lot of these are good, but like why? Oh, anyway, I've watched tier list. Oh my god, I can't even fucking say the thing. What is this? I wish y'all would use the actual fucking like high quality desert. You fucking serious right now? This is what we're doing? I don't even. What does that say? I hope y'all can't see that. Where's the best anime world to live in? The best anime world to live in. Oh, man. Fist of the North Star. The best world to live in is kind of interesting, low key. I kind of want to do this one. We're gonna duplicate, and then we're gonna do a wheel spinner. We're gonna do a wheel spinner. Nope, I'm not doing a wheel spinner. That's the one I want to end off of, so I'm doing it. Nope, we're doing this one. All right. Where is the best anime world to live in? Last one, and then I gotta go to bed because I gotta go to work tomorrow. Feels like I ain't even been home, but I like stayed an hour over. Anyway. Ow. What the frick? I'm just kidding. All right. We got S, A, B, C, D. Is there no F? A, B, C. Why do we... Can I have an F? F. F is like... Oh, no. We'll do like F means like... We'll do... Non... Or not survivable. There we go. Wrong one. Add row below. Oh, wait. What? What? I don't know why it does that shit. Delete. There you go. This is just... What the fuck did you just do? Why did you do that shit? What the fuck are you doing, you piece of shit? Go down. Alright, there you go. D. D as in boy. Alright, there we go. S, A, B, C, D. Not survivable. That should be fine. Alright. How many do we got? We got like, we got a few. Alright. One Punch Man up first. D. There's a lot of shit that happens in one. I won't go D, actually. Because I don't think one single civilian has... Well, I haven't read the manga. I have the manga. I have like 5 volumes of the manga. There's not been one time where a civilian has perished. So I'm going to put at B. But if you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, you know what? I'll go C because they're usually good at evacuating from what I can tell. So up until the 2nd season of the anime, I'm going C. But it's kind of based purely on luck as well. So I'm going C. Because usually the heroes are... the heroes are pretty... Well, I need to add another row. Don't know. I'm going to put... I'm going to just put... I don't know. Alright. Anyway. I feel like it's just based on luck. Depends on where you are. Psychopath, I don't know, maybe. Mob Psycho, I know there's like espers and shit, but I don't really know a lot about it. I'm gonna say, I don't know, maybe not. Fairy Tail, I feel like Fairy Tail's pretty survivable. I mean, again, I haven't seen anybody perish, and usually the guilds, they don't really go after civilians. The only time that I can remember that actually, there's 2 times that I remember that people have went for civilians. One, the first time was Aragorn at the train station. And then 2, I didn't mean to flip you off. 2 was when they were at that resort, and then it was during the Tower of something. What was it? With Jalal and everything. I don't remember. What was it called? The Tower, the Heavens Tower or something? The Tower of Heaven? Something like that. I can't remember the name. It's been a while since I've watched it. And then her friend, like the guy with the piercing and the blonde hair, he had like all those people trapped in like cards. That's like the only 2 times I can think of that hostages were ever involved. So if we're basing that off real life, because like, you know, I would say pretty fair chance. I'm gonna put it at A, just because they're like I've watched 286 episodes and there's only been like twice. So I think that's pretty good compared to something like One Punch Man, where I mean, like constant shits always happen to like hostages. You know what? I'll put that at D. Actually, I'll put that at D. The Promised Neverland. I don't know. Kingdom. Isn't I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna say Akame ga Kill. Another one that it's not really. Well, I remember at the beginning there was like that whole like whole place where what's his name? I can't remember his name. The main character goes. Well, he ain't even the main character. uh, goes. I think that's like the only time done. I'm gonna put this at B, because the only thing that was really wrong with hostages was like the beginning, and then nobody else really like. So I feel like if you do your due diligence, you have a pretty good chance of surviving. Attack on Titan. I'm putting that not survivable. There's like no actual way that 80% of humanity gone and Titans all the time, you know, like big human flesh eating things. That's not survivable. I guess if you, well, I know, no, because 80% of humanity gets wiped out. So I don't know. Like I said, I can't speak on behalf of One Punch Man, so I don't know what happens. I'm going based off the anime. All these are based off the anime. Okay. Except for Berserk, which is coming up, because I've read like 7 the big black books for it, so like I know. So Attack on Titan not survivable. There's no way I'll win it. Berserk also, Berserk is crazy. I don't think there's a world that I can survive that either. I mean, there's always constantly like some kind of nightmarish being either following you, uh, trying to take your soul, just popping out of nowhere. Like, dude, you can't even go out at night, I feel. Like, dude, you walk by, like, it's war-riddled lands, and you walk by just, like, a war, like, just where a war just happened, and then you'll just be berated with demonic entities trying to kill you. Like, it's crazy. Assassination Classroom. They killed the sensei, so I'm saying, I'm gonna say S. They killed the sensei, so S. I guess I shouldn't have said that because that was kind of a spoiler. Nobody cares about Assassination Classroom. I shouldn't have said that. It's okay. Nobody's watching this, I think. Chainsaw Man. Oh, I should have put a spoiler warning on this because this is kind of like a spoiler, I guess. Chainsaw Man. Oh, we're gonna go not survivable. There's a lot of shit that happens in Chainsaw Man 2. Like I'm caught up. Well, I'm not caught up. I got to read 17 and 18 for the manga, so I'm basically caught up. And a lot of shit happens. So, and many civilians have not made it out okay thus far. So we're going to put that at not survivable. Because there's like devils everywhere. So, I mean, you never know who's going to get slimed out next. Cowboy Bebop, I don't know. How many do I got? I got a few left. Cyberpunk Edge Runners, I feel like if you're anybody but an actual Edge Runner, you're okay. You're okay, I feel. I mean, that, well, you got to think, though, there's a bunch of gangs. But that's basically real life. I'm going to put this at C. I'm going to put that at C. Dan, another one that doesn't really have a lot of hostage situations or any kind of civilian threats to civilians. I'll put this one at, but there is like supernatural beings though. And most of the time, people can't even see them. So I'm going to put this one at B. No. Yes. Because I'm not sure on the manga. I'm going to keep that at B. I don't know. This list is kind of this list is kind of weird. Death Note, again, like, I would say this one's probably like an S. Because as long as you're like a good person and everything, like, Light's not going to come after you and nobody else is. So as long as you're like not a criminal, like, you're okay. I feel. You know what I mean? Like, you're fine. As long as you're not a criminal. I'm not a criminal. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's fine. Digimon, shit, I don't know. Dragon Ball, I don't know a lot about Dragon Ball, but I want to assume that I know a lot. This Dragon Ball Super, I'm going to put this at B. Because I feel like if you're not a Saiyan, or you're not a, I guess, what is it, a fighter or something, like, you're fine, right? Unless you get Zeno on the horn and he, like, just blows up galaxies for fun. I mean, that's different. Okay, that's kind of scary, actually. But I'm going to say B, though, because, like, that, I mean, that's B. Dr. Stone, I don't know about Dr. Stone. I never watched it, but basically everybody turns into stone, right? I'm gonna say I don't know. Bungo Stray Dogs, I haven't watched enough on it. I'm only on like episode 5. Frieren, it's your normal fantasy world. I'm gonna say this one probably an A. I'm gonna put Fairy Tail and Frieren on the same thing because there's not any hostage situations that goes on. Except, well, there's a hostage situation because, like, this is spoiler, one of the kings gets hostaged by a demon. Hostaged. But Frieren, yeah, probably A. That's fine, I feel. With Fairy Tail. Because, like, I don't know. Frieren seems like it should. I mean, most of the time, they don't talk about war or anything. Or like recent wars or wars that happens now. So I think that's fine. Baki should be pretty good. Unless you're, like, crazy enough to challenge somebody who's a good fighter, I guess. Look at my hair, bro. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? I don't know. Whatever. That's weird. Baki, I think you should be fine. Unless you just, like I said, you come across a fighter and you're, like, trying to shit talk them and, you know, whatever. I would just steer clear if you see one. Hunter x Hunter? Are we in the Dark Continent? Or are we in, like, the anime? If we're on the anime side of things, I'm going to say a C because I don't, like, before the Chimera Ant arc, I feel like civilians were fine. But then again, you have the Dark Continent, which could always move to where you are. So I want to put D. I want to put D. Pokemon, you should be fine. Wait, what? No, Pokemon, you should be fine unless you are a Pokeball fighter, whatever you want to call it. JoJo's, don't know. JJK, I don't know. Shibuya had a lot of hostages, so I'm going to put this one at D because it's not guaranteed you'll end up, like, not survivable. Attack on Titan. Like, Attack on Titan, 80% of humanity. That's pretty big. That's like a pretty big pull, man. Berserk, like I said, man, you can't go nowhere. Chainsaw Man, there's devils running rampant like crazy. So I'm putting JJK. JJK is almost the same thing as Chainsaw Man in terms of, like, devils being rampant. But I feel, well, you're right because, well, no, because Shibuya incident, like, there was, like, I don't know how many civilians that almost died. But I want to say this is more like a where you are kind of play. You know, like it depends on where you live, kind of thing. You know what I mean? But then there's a gun. But see, then there was like a gun devil in Chainsaw Man. And then there's like all these kind of devils that are like probably way powerful than like Jujutsu Kaisen. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna say I'm gonna just keep it like that because I don't think I could put JJK on the same one that's not survivable. Cabineria, the Iron Fortress. I don't know. Gintama probably S, as long as you're like not in the wrong place at the wrong time, kind of thing. But then I guess this also applies to Freerin and Fairy Tail. So what? But I feel like Gintama's way more calm. Like the only bad part about it is like the government and the aliens, of course. Well, when they hate the humans, but other than that, I think you should be fine. Fairy Tail is just like you can. There's bad guilds, like there is evil guilds. Freerin, there is evil demons. You know, Gintama, there's not really anybody like that other than the aliens. Pokemon, same way. There is evil people in Baki, but you have to think that if you just steer clear of all these like testosterone titans, then you'll be all right. Death Note is basically real life. Assassination Classroom, they killed Kuro Sensei, so that's fine. You know what I mean? So, like, I can't put myself and be like, oh, yeah, there's an alien. You know what I mean? Plus, they kept him under wraps, so I would be unbeknownst anyway. So, I mean, there's no reason, like, why I should be scared of that. Kill la Kill, don't really know a lot about Kill la Kill. Demon Slayer, I feel like you're just there at the wrong time. But if we want to, I guess, scale it to real life, I live in America, and this is in Japan. So I don't think I have anything to worry. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just going to say, let me just assume I'm a... Oh, Demon Slayer, I'm going to put D. I don't think there's that many threats, but there can be. You know what I mean? Especially if you're, like, this is going to sound weird, especially if you're a girl. Like, because they had those one demons, like, in that one arc, where, like, he was coming up behind, or, like, coming up under them and taking them down. Like, yeah, demons are probably, like, out of any of these, Demon Slayer probably would be, like, the least, like, the one you least could survive in terms of, like, anybody helping you, that is. Well, that and Berserk. I mean, basically Guts is like the only one. Demon Slayer, you just have to fend for. Like, if you see a demon, I don't even know, man. I hate to think about it. Fire Force, there's a lot of shit going on in Fire Force. I'm gonna say if see, there's like a lot of factors you got to take in when you do a tier list. It's close to being end of the world type situation. I'm gonna put C though, because I don't really think any of like the like Haumea and those guys, I don't really think they seek out to, oh wait, but you gotta think spontaneous human combustion. I'm gonna put it at D though, because it is kind of dangerous, because you never know when. I'm not gonna put it not survivable, but you never know if you're not a pyrokinetic, whatever. What do they call them? I forget what they call them. I don't know. If you're not like a wielder of the flame, you're wrapped, basically. Well, not really, but I mean you can be any moment. It just depends. Fist of the North Star, I don't know. Naruto Shippuden. trying to think if there was any citizens. I'm gonna put at C. I feel like Naruto, you should be fine for the most part. You just gotta be careful. Um, and live in the Leaf Village, basically. My Hero, I'm gonna put at D2, because Evacuation and All Might and Shigaraki, like, I mean, you never know. You never know when the League of the what is it? The League of Villains, the League of whatever they're gonna strike. Evangelion, I don't know. I don't know. One Piece, I feel like One Piece, One Piece, One Piece, One Piece. Let's see. You got to take a lot of accounts in One Piece because you got to think. I'm gonna spoil some stuff. You can they have those laser beams that can uh make islands disappear, corrupt government officials, the Navy's trash, you got pirates, then you have all kinds of like sea monsters. Shoot. Not even to mention like weather conditions. I'm gonna say D on One Piece because you actually don't know either when a pirate's gonna come up or like corrupt government officials taking tax. I'm not gonna say it's not survivable, but the way the government also and like if you're on like a bad island with like a king, um, or like a bad queen, like just anything can happen. At that point, I would just try to become a pirate too, you know. But I'm gonna put One Piece at D because it really just depends. I tell all those ninjas, they don't really attack people. Well, I guess if you want to take into account like Orochimaru and that, but I feel like you could probably avoid that better than the corrupt government officials and making you starve and shit. ReZero? ReZero, I feel like you should be. Well, I don't know because they have all those crazy people. I'm gonna say C. Another like you. It just depends on where you are. Really, just depends on where you are. I feel. If you're with Subaru, I don't know. Good luck. Good luck. Solo leveling. Probably A. What? Solo leveling? I'm probably going to put at S because Sung Jin Woo does a great job and he's like so strong. So like I would hope to think that I don't have anything to worry about. I'm going to say S. Let's say S. No, I'll drop it down to like B. I'll drop it down to B. Sung Jin Woo, I feel like he can probably do anything, so I shouldn't have to worry about it. But anything like the ants happens, man, I might start worrying. We'll put a B. Tokyo Ghoul, another one. Oh, it just really depends on where you live. I'm gonna put there Tokyo Ghoul because there's so many ghouls and I would just be afraid to step out of my house. Actually, I don't even know if I'd be afraid. I would probably be afraid to like live. Honestly, like knowing that there are beings out there that eat human flesh and they hunt for human flesh every night, that would have me in a chokehold. So I'm putting not survivable because you might survive, yes, but it's not good mentally or physically. Trigun, I don't know. Vinland Saga, see, this is like another real life thing. I'm gonna put at A because it's basically real life. So I mean you should survive, but then you got to think this is the Viking era, so they don't have good food, they don't have modern medicine. It depends all on nature, really. So I'm going to put it at A. Bleach, another one that you should be good. There's not really any human hostage taking in Bleach. Like, the only thing I can think of is, like, another spoiler incoming is, like, when Tsukishima is like, hey, you're my cousin now. And Ichigo's like, who? What the fuck? And everybody's like, why are you being weird, Ichigo? This is our cousin Tsukishima. Do you not remember him? You know what I mean? And that was kind of, like, close. Or, like, I don't even know if you could call that a hostage situation. And then, but you also have to take into account, like, Yuhaba is, like, trying to end the world, essentially, and just keep the Quincy's there. So, I mean, basically, it falls on to Ichigo and them. But I think it's mostly... But if we're just talking about worlds, like, most survivable worlds... Like, with none of these factors keyed in, I think I have everything pretty good so far. 91 days, I don't know. Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist. Putting at C. I mean, you should survive, but actually, you know what? I'm gonna put at B because I don't really think there's anything wrong with Full Metal Alchemist world. Other than, like, the homunculi. And that's literally it. And then Yu-Gi-Oh! Don't know. This is my tier list for anime worlds I survived. I don't know. I think it could be better. I'm honestly really tired, so. I'm really fucking tired, man. But anyway, I have to go now. Was it fun while it lasted? It always is. Well, I guess I'll see y'all probably tomorrow, maybe. Maybe tomorrow, maybe not. We'll see. Anyway, see you later.